Hope you all are doing good. In today's class, we'll continue with the lesson The Heavenly Parasol. So the last class, what happened? The barbarian was going to kill a victim for his sick son. Okay, and there was a conversation between the king and barbarian that the man, he was very lonely and he's friendless and he was wandering, he was roaming around the forest. But this child has so many people connected to him. So let us kill the barbarian. His life is of no use. The barbarian said to the king. So the king, he said that he is not going to let anyone die, the victim nor the child. So he was ready to sacrifice himself. But the barbarian was not ready to kill the king. Okay, because he thought that the king must always be protected. But the king refused to kill the victim there. He was ready to sacrifice his own life. Later when the king, on his own hands, when he was going to chop his head, so his neck was covered with divine flowers and there was extremely beautiful colors and perfumes. And later there was somebody stopped him by holding his arms, and when Meghavahana looked who was that, it was a heavenly appearance which was standing. And later the barbarian, the victim, as well as the ailing boy who were there near the temple, they all vanished. Now let us see what was the heavenly appearance was. A divine being addressed the bewildered king. So there was a divine being. So the appearance, the appearance of that person was standing there. It was very divine and it stood before the bewildered king. Bewildered means the confused king. I am Varuna, the Lord of Seas. So who was the divine appearance? It was Varuna, okay, the Lord of Seas. I have come to reclaim my parasol that was carried away from my town. So why the heavenly appearance, the Varuna has come? He has come to reclaim. Reclaim means to take back or retrieve, to take back the parasol. So the Varuna has come to take back the parasol which was carried from my town. So it was carried from my town by the powerful Bauma. So a powerful Bauma, so it was the father of your father-in-law. Okay, Meghavahana's father's father-in-law. So he is a Bahuma, he was very powerful and he carried away my parasol. Okay, he carried away my parasol with him. It has powers to quell calamities in my land. So the parasol has the power. Okay, it has the power to quell. Quell means put an end. Okay, it has the power to put an end to the calamities. Calamities are the disasters. Okay, the parasol has the power to put an end to the disasters in my land. I created this illusion to test your nobility of mind. So all the scene which happened, okay, the barbarian was going to sacrifice a victim for his sick son. So all this illusion, okay, it was an illusion which was created by Varuna. Illusion means a false belief. Okay, all this was a false belief which was created by Varuna. Why it was created? It was created to check Meghavahana's nobility. Nobility means being noble. You are very compassionate and noble. So Varuna said that you are very compassionate. Compassionate means you are concerned. Okay, compassionate means concern for others. Okay, you have concern for others and you are very noble. So listening to this word, Meghavahana bowed before the divine being and turned the parasol reverently to him. So he bowed, okay, he just sat down before the divine being and he with respect, okay, reverently means with respect, he gave back the parasol to Lord Varuna. Then he asked hesitantly. So hesitantly means unsure manner to ask or not. So in that way, he asked hesitantly, "O Lord, encouraged by your praise, I wish to ask for a boon." So he was going to ask a boon to Lord Varuna. So he says that, "O Lord, encouraged by your praise, you had praised me so much. So I wish to ask a boon." So I have a boon. Boon means a wish or a favor. Okay, I have a. Can you just do me a favor? Okay, can you just wish me a boon? "I need to help to cross the waters so that I may conquer the island." So it says that I want to conquer the island, so I wish to cross the water. So he wanted to go and conquer Lanka, right? But there was seas surrounded Lanka. So he was thinking how to go there and conquer that place. So now he is asking Lord Varuna, the Lord of Seas, he is asking a boon that he wants to go and conquer the island. So can you do me a favor to cross the water? Varuna smiled, "So be it." So Varuna smiled and said, "Okay, the boon is granted. When you desire to cross the ocean, I will pull away the water." Then he disappeared with the parasol. So what Varuna said, if you are going to cross the ocean or a sea, that time I will pull away the water for you and you can cross the water. After saying these words, he just disappeared, he vanished. The following day, so the next day, Meghavahana assembled his troops on the shore. So Meghavahana, what did he do? He just made his troop, he just made his men to stand near the seashore and the waters swelled. Okay, now what happened? The waters are swelling, they became larger. Okay, like if tsunami comes, how the water will swell, like that it started to swell, it became large and crashed on the sand, and later all the water it just crashed on the sand. Crashed on the sand means with force they just fell on the sand, and the soldiers trembled at its might. So seeing this, the soldiers were trembled, they were in anxiety watching this. Meghavahana rode forward and plunged into the foaming ocean. So Meghavahana with his horse, he just rode forward and plunged. Plunged means he energetically, okay, energetically he just went into the foaming ocean. Okay, foaming means bubbles. You will see bubbles, right, when the water are foaming like anything. If the water is heated up, okay, if it's heating or if it is boiling too much, how you see bubbles. So in the same way, the waters are swelling and there are bubbles in the water. And Meghavahana, he just energetically, he just rode. He just rided his horse and he just went forward. All at once the waters parted and the king, smiling at his troops' astonishment, beckoned them to follow him. So all at once the waters were parted. Okay, so this is the sea and here the waters are parting away. Okay, and here there is a way for them to go, and here there is complete water. So Meghavahana first rode and the waters got parted away like this, and Meghavahana just turned back to his troop. He just smiled at them and with a great surprise, okay, with a astonishment means great surprise, he beckoned. Beckoned means he instructed his troops to follow him. Okay, he instructed his troops to follow him. In this wondrous manner, Meghavahana reached Lanka. So this was the wondrous manner how Meghavahana reached Lanka. So now he had reached the Lanka and he won over its king Vibhishana in the form of friendship. So now he became friend, okay, king. He became a friend to the king of Lanka and his name is Vibhishana. Vibhishana, king of Lanka. friendship, he won over Lanka. Okay, having a friendly approach, he just won over Lanka. On returning home, Amritaprabha welcomed him and then looked around in confusion. So now Meghavahana went to Lanka, he just won over Lanka and he came back to Kashmir. Now returning home, Amritaprabha welcomed him. Okay, now Amritaprabha welcomed Meghavahana and then she was looking at confusion. So she just saw and she was confused seeing Meghavahana. Where is the parasol, my lord? So now why she was confused? Because there was no parasol with Meghavahana, so that's why she was confused. So she's asking the question, where is the parasol, my lord? She asked. It never leaves your side. The parasol will always stay by your side. It will never leave your side. But where is the parasol now? She questioned. It was never mine to keep, he answered. So Meghavahana said, it was never mine, it was never belonging to me. Yet the mark of favor shown to me by its divine owner will guide me through my life. So he says that, yet the favor which was done by its divine owner, he is referring to Lord Varuna. So the favor which Lord Varuna has made Holland will guide me forever, he said. As he spoke, the skies darkened as if the parasol was casting its shadow over him, even from its heavenly abode. So when he said all these words, suddenly the sky darkened. Okay, it was as if the parasol, even from the heaven, okay, even from its heavenly abode, okay, the place of residence. The residence of the parasol is heaven. So even from the place of its residence, even from the heavenly abode, the parasol is giving blessings. It is casting its shadow over Meghavahana from heavens. Okay, it looked as if like that. So after saying all these words, the sky darkened and it was as if the parasol was casting its shadow from the heavenly abode. So this is the story, the heavenly parasol. Okay, here how a great king Meghavahana, he was ready to sacrifice his own life, okay, to save two lives of a human being, to save two lives. He was ready to sacrifice his own life. This story was on Meghavahana and he was a noble king student. So I hope you like this story. In the next class, we will see with a new topic. And till then, stay safe and have a great day. Thank you and bye.